Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Michelle with VINVONALY.com. I'm here to finish up the Purpose Devotional. This is week 12 in the devotional that was included in the, April subscription box. I had to think about that for a second. But first, if you're new to the channel, I hope you consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell and sticking around and becoming one of the VINVONALY family. So let's get into today's devotional. Sorry, I got cut off there. So the devotional entry starts with the key verse in the book of Luke, chapter 4, verses 18 to 19. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord is on me because he has anointed me to proclaim the good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight to the blind, to set the oppressed free and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." That's the NIV version. So the devotional begins by saying, our primary example of fulfilled purpose is Jesus. He came through humble beginnings, being born in a manger. He was sent by God with a purpose, but his journey came with tests and trials, the same as we go through. Jesus was processed for purpose during his 40 days in the wilderness by the devil. These tests and temptations strengthened him for his ministry. Jesus knew his purpose and did not yield to the bait of Satan in the wilderness, nor did he yield to his flesh when it came time for him to be persecuted. He surrendered his will so he could fulfill his purpose in reconciling humanity back with God. There is no purpose smaller or greater than the other. Each of us were given a specific purpose by God, and it will come with obstacles. However, we must remain focused and obedient to what God has given us to do. What is your purpose? And I love this. Jesus was definitely our primary example on how to fulfill purpose. The devotional touches on his 40 days in the wilderness. And one thing I take away from that story is that Jesus went through the wilderness, and when the devil came to tempt him, the devil used the word of God against him. The word of God is our sword. It is what we use to be strengthened in our faith. And I love when it says that tests and trials strengthen him for his ministry. So a lot of times we moan, we groan, and we feel so daunted by these tests and trials, and they're not easy. I can definitely tell you the tests and trials are not easy, but I can guarantee you that they do come to strengthen us. They come to strengthen us because it shows us the goodness of God, because he is the one that brings us through these tests and trials. They come to strengthen us because we can use our test as testimonies. We can use all the mess that we go through as a message for our purpose to be fulfilled and propelled in this earth. And it says Jesus knew his purpose and did not yield to the bait of Satan. We can't yield to Satan. Satan will bait us in and out. He will constantly bait us. He will come around like a recurring decimal trying to bait us. And we have to be resilient just like Jesus, even when it came time for him to be persecuted, when it came time for him to be beaten, when it came time for him to be nailed to the cross. He said, "Not my will, but your will, God." And that's how we have to be with our purpose. We have to set aside our desires and put God first. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. Thank you for joining me on today's entry, and I pray that it bless you. Please like and comment below. Be blessed, everyone. Bye-bye.